Tonight, we confront a scandal that shakes the very foundations of European democracy. Under Ursula von der Leyen's leadership, the European Commission stands accused of diverting millions from the 5.4 billion euros LIFE program, funds intended to combat climate change, to finance left-wing NGOs. Investigations have revealed that approximately 15.6 million euros annually was allocated to these organizations, not for environmental projects, but to systematically silence conservative voices and political dissent across Europe. Confidential contracts now exposed reveal that these NGOs were not merely advocating for the environment. Internal documents suggest they were strategically orchestrated to lobby against critics of the Green Deal, targeting conservative members of the European Parliament and national politicians resistant to stringent climate regulations. Peter Liese, environment policy spokesperson for the conservative EPP group, condemned these actions, stating, "We see this as a clear misstep by both individual EU officials and organizations. The misuse of EU funds must stop." Is this the democracy Europe prides itself on, where taxpayer money is clandestinely funneled to stifle opposition and manipulate policy? The Directorate General for Environment, under the Commission's watch, allegedly facilitated these covert operations, undermining the very principles of transparency and impartiality. Consider the ramifications. Policies pushed through under such dubious influences have real-world consequences. Farmers burdened by unrealistic regulations, industries suffocated, and economies strained, all stemming from a compromised legislative process. Madam President, the citizens of Europe demand answers. How do you justify the misuse of 15.6 million euros annually from the LIFE program to fund organizations that serve not the environment, but a political agenda aimed at quashing dissent?
Jest pani twarzą Europejskiego Zielonego Ładu, który niszczy europejską gospodarkę i rolnictwo, który prowadzi do tego, że z Europy robi się gospodarczy skansen. Jest pani twarzą wszystkich unijnych, klimatycznych wariactw, które prowadzą do tego, że my, Europejczycy, stajemy się coraz biedniejsi. Co pani robi? Za to, co pani robi, powinna pani trafić do więzienia, a nie do Komisji Europejskiej. Pani obecność na stanowisku szefowej Komisji Europejskiej to upadek, dalszy upadek Unii Europejskiej. I wie pani, co myślimy o pani Europejskim Zielonym Ładzie? Oto.
The Commission's tepid acknowledgement of inappropriate lobbying activities is far from sufficient. This isn't merely inappropriate, it's a flagrant betrayal of public trust. The revelations have ignited outrage among conservative party groups. The EPP, ECR, and PFE have threatened to freeze 15.6 million euros in annual LIFE funding to approximately 30 environmental NGOs, demanding greater transparency and accountability. As Europe stands at a crossroads, we must ask, will we allow our democratic institutions to be hijacked by those who wield power in the shadows? Or will we demand accountability, transparency, and a return to the true democratic values that the European Union was built upon? The time for complacency is over.